All right, everyone. You're all welcome to today's session. Okay, guys. I believe you can hear me. Please, if you can hear me, can you use the comment section? Can you say hi on the comment section if you can hear me? Hello, I believe you guys can hear me. So if you can hear me properly, can you just say hi on the comment section? If you are connected, can you just say hi? Right? Waiting for your feedback, guys. I'm waiting for your feedback. Hello, guys. All right, Francis. Thank you so much for this hi. So please, let's give it like 5 more minutes for others to join us live before we start. This is just 4:04. So okay, you can hear me. Thank you, Francis. Please invite your friends, invite everyone who's supposed to be here. If there is anyone who is not here yet and is supposed to be here, please can you share this link to the person to be here? Okay, please send out this link, share it out, tell your friends that we are live. All right, we are back. Right, so you are all welcome to today's session, and I'm excited to have you all join us for this session. This Ascend Web Development Bootcamp HTML Foundations. Okay, so today is day one of our bootcamp, and I'll be going through some of the basics and some of the introduction to what we'll be discussing throughout this bootcamp. And part of it is what we have for today. Okay, so please, 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 please invite your friends. If you have anyone who should be here and the person is not yet here, please, I want you to invite all your friends, share the link across your groups, your network, everyone around you. Tell them that we are live. Okay. So, all right, guys. So today we have a whole lot to discuss. So many amazing things that we'll be discussing today, and I'm happy to be your host for this today's session. All right. So my name is Prince Chisomaga, and we'll be looking at so many things today. So I am the founder of Softzenith, and I'm your host for today's session. Uh, I'm a software engineer with over 6 years of experience in the software development field, and I've worked across several teams in the world. Actually, I've also been a mentor, and I've been helping developers all around the world and tech enthusiasts all around the world to get onboarded into tech in the best stress and seamless way ever, right? So today I'm going to be taking you through this session. I'm going to be taking you through this bootcamp with other people that will be joining us, other persons that will be joining us all through. You have so many other amazing developers, software engineers who will be joining us in the course of the bootcamp. And this is a 5 weeks bootcamp. So it's not a day, it's not a 2 day thing. We'll be having 5 hot weeks of active development, active building. So if you have a thing for software engineering, you want to be a software engineer or even want to come on board on tech, it must not be software engineering. Although at this point our bootcamp is focusing on software engineering, but we'll be bringing in other aspects of tech in the coming months and coming weeks. So we'll be having a lot of discussion around tech in general. Okay, so please, if software engineering is not something that is of interest to you, still stay around. Don't just leave. Stay around because we'll be coming with a whole lot of amazing topics around other fields in tech. Okay. So right away, I want to say welcome to the Ascend Web Development Bootcamp, specifically HTML foundations. So in web development, we have different we have a lot of topics and a lot of programming languages that we'll be discussing. But for now, we're starting with HTML. After HTML, in our subsequent bootcamps, we discuss other ones like CSS, JavaScript, Node.js, and so many of them that are involved in web development. So we're starting from the basics. So if you are a beginner and you don't have any idea about tech, you've never done programming before, this is your first time ever, please, this is the place where you are welcomed. So this bootcamp is dedicated to the beginners, right? So you don't need to be an expert, you don't need to have any knowledge. It's for the zero knowledge foundation beginners. So you don't have any foundation, you don't know how to, even if you don't know how to put on a laptop, I mean, from the basics, that is where we are starting. And if you have been a developer and you're not quite excited with the low level state of what we are doing, I'll also encourage you to stand by as we are coming to the advanced stage. We just want to start from the background. We just want to start from the root level and we're coming up. Okay. So, yes, welcome everyone to this amazing session. Right? Uh, so let's go into what this bootcamp is all about. Okay, so beyond the coding, we'll be having a whole lot of amazing things. We'll be networking with each other. If you have not joined our bootcamp live engagement platform. That's our collaboration platform on Telegram. I encourage you to join it on Telegram. We'll be dropping the link to our Telegram session, our Telegram group here on the page. All right. So, guys, now we'll be diving into the business of the day. The web, when you hear the word the web, the internet, or whatsoever you can call the web, at least you have a phone, you have a browser, you are connecting to this session through the web, right? So the web is the heart of everything we do today, from social media and online shopping to banking, education, entertainment. Everything revolves around the web in our time. Okay. But behind every website and maybe mobile application is a set of skills, tools, and people who bring those digital experience to life. Okay. So this is what we call web development. This set of tools, this set of people and things that help bring the digital experience you see when you come to a website, when you come to a web platform, is made available because of web development. Okay. So this bootcamp is designed to give you a solid foundation in web development, starting with HTML, the language that powers the web. So over the course of 5 weeks, we'll be we'll move from step to step. So we'll move step by step from the absolute basics to building and showcasing, very powerful personal website or portfolio website. So at the end of the session, at the end of this bootcamp, you're supposed to have your own website, build your own portfolio website for yourself. Is that amazing? If that is what you would love to have, I want to see a hi in the comment section. If you would love to have yourself build a website on your own at the end of this session, I want to see a comment on the comment section. I want you to drop yes, right on, or hi on the comment section. If this is what you want to see, so at the end of the session, it's not just that we won't be leaving you with just a head knowledge. We'll be giving you the hands-on experience that you need to build a website, at least a portfolio website for yourself. Okay, so let me see it on the comment section. Please, if you're not subscribed to our channel, do well to hit the subscribe button and drop your comments here so you can follow through this class. This session would be a collaboration and engagement session. So I'll be seeing your comment. If you have anything to say, you drop it in the comment. I'm expecting to see feedback coming from you guys. Thank you so much, St. Francis. Thank you so much. So I want to hear from every other person. Would you really love to have a website that you can call your own? Not just that someone built it for you. You want to build it with your own hands, with the tools that you'll be learning from this bootcamp. Okay, so this is the reason why we have this bootcamp. We'll be having our classes every Thursdays by 4 p.m. West African time as well. Okay, so do our live displays, we'll do our live. If you have a question, you drop it on the comment section, and then after the live session, you can feel free platform on Telegram, our community on Telegram, where you will meet me, you meet other persons who are involved in this bootcamp. You can ask your questions. If there's anything that you need clarification on in the course of the YouTube session, you drop your question. Will attend to them on that Telegram platform. All right, so that is where you find your way to ask questions and anything you want to ask. Okay, so please, guys, I will really need your engagement. If you are here and you are following us, you are hearing me, please drop a well done, right on, guys, on the comment section. Hi, yeah, so praise, you are welcome. So everyone, you are all welcome to this session. So like I mentioned, over the course of 5 weeks, we'll move step by step from the from the absolute basic and showcasing your fellow website. And the amazing thing is that you don't need a laptop to follow this session at this point. Anybody can follow us. Okay, whether you have a laptop, you have a phone. In the next classes, maybe our class on Thursday, we are going to show you how you can do this with your phone. Okay, so you can start. So our aim is to carry everybody along. We don't want you to feel bad because you don't have a laptop. Of course, at some point you'll be needing a laptop, but at this very beginning stage, you don't need a laptop. What you need right now is to pay attention and practice what we are doing. saying you can't hear anything. Please, if you can hear me, can you signify? Let me be sure it's not from her network. Can you guys hear me? Hello, can anyone hear me? If you can hear me, please, can you just drop I can hear you on the chat? Queen Esther says she cannot hear me. Is this common to everybody? Can you guys? All right, I think the network issue is addressed. So please, if you can't hear me, uh, kindly refresh. Okay, you can hear me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So Esther, please, you can refresh your browser or try to restart your network. Okay. One good thing about this session is that even if you miss anything, you always feel free come back to our channel and rewatch. Okay, whenever you miss anything, just come back to this channel and go to this session and rewatch it, and you will have it on your fingerprint. Thank you so much. All right, guys. So here, what you can look out for to like what in this session, you look forward to learning a whole lot. In the first week, which is where we are right now, we're doing foundations of the web. All right. So let me just bring it up so you can see it. So yeah, in week one, we'll be doing foundation of the web. Okay. So yeah, if you have not subscribed, you may find it hard to drop a comment. So please kindly hit the subscribe button and it will open up the comment section for you to drop a comment if you want to comment. This is more like a way for us to secure conversation and ensure that only serious minded persons come here to do conversation with us. Okay, please bear with us for that restriction. But just hit the subscribe button and you'll be allowed to drop your comment if you are not able to comment. I'm sorry about that. So right now we have the week one. In week one, we'll be doing foundations of the web. Here we'll understand what web development is, how the internet works, and why HTML is essential. Okay. So in week two, we'll be talking about getting started with HTML, right? You learn the structure of a web page. When you see a website, how does it look like? What makes a website appear the way it appears, the structuring, and you can create your first HTML project from week two, right? So in week three, we will be enhancing the web pages. So the things you created in week one, will be taking it further in week two. You add images, add music, add multimedia, add pictures, add tables, and bring your content to life. More of giving it more captivating look in week three. Okay, so then in week four, we'll be looking at advanced HTML concepts. You master a whole lot about some advanced topics. You master forms. So you come to some website, let's say you want to register, you see some chat box, you see some boxes where you can input characters, input text, write your name, your phone number, email, and all those stuff. These things are made available with HTML. So it will teach you how to build a form. You master how forms work. Okay, so we look at some semantic tags, accessibility, and also we do some cleanup coding practices. So there are best practices that you need to apply while practicing while building websites. So I'm going to look at these practices. Then in week five, we're doing a capstone project. So everything you've learned all through from week one to week four, you're putting them all together by building and presenting your own portfolio website. Okay. So that's what will be happening. So if you are, I believe you can hear me, and if you're excited about this, please drop a thumbs up, drop hi, drop hello, drop thank you, drop anything just to show that you are following this session. I'm sorry, this is just like an introduction, and when we are past this session, we'll be doing more engaging and more exciting things. Don't worry, all of you are gonna code. You're gonna write code. I promise you that you will be very good with programming as long as you follow through this session. All right. So right now, so by the end of this bootcamp, you will not just know HTML. All right. You'll be able to use it to build real functional web pages. Okay. And take the first big step into your career in tech. There's always a place of people learning and taking courses around trying to build a career in tech, but because they lack hands-on experience, they have they don't have the confidence to confront projects. So you will be amazed at how fast you will grow as long as you are consistent and committed to what we are doing here. And before I forget, this bootcamp is 100% free. Nobody's collecting any money from you. Don't listen to anybody who wants to collect any money from you. If anybody who reaches out to you and said that Softzenith is asking for any financial aid or support or any kind, no, we are not doing that. We are doing this to help everyone out there, the young youths out there who don't have the ability to pay for tech courses. Tech courses are quite expensive, so we want to bring it down to a point that everybody and anyone can access it, especially students. So if you're on your campus and you have your friends, your department, your classmates, tell them about what we are doing. Let them join us here, join us on Telegram, and enjoy the benefit of what this session offers. Don't keep calm about it. Don't keep quiet about it. Okay. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, guys. There's no payment. Don't be afraid. Your certification is gonna be free. We'll be giving you a certification of attendance at the end of this training, and everything is gonna be free. There will be no point in this training where you'll be paying a dime. It is completely free from day one to the end. Okay, if you are happy about that, please give a thumbs up. Say thank you, Softzenith on the chat box. All right. So we have already made arrangements for the developers, experts who will be joining us to ensure that you have the best learning experience ever. Okay. So yes, guys. So right now, get ready to learn, build, and have fun. So the one part of it that you learn, the next part is that you build, and you get to understand why you need to build. If you don't build, there is no evidence of learning, and you will have fun while doing it. So one of the things that you need to do for us is to ensure you share this session whenever we start, whenever you see our post, share it so that many other people can join us and enjoy the benefits of what we are offering. Okay, so we want a whole lot of people to join this session each time we come online. This is the first time and this is the first day. Get your friends, get your classmates, get everyone around you to join us each time we are live. You can share the link to this session to your WhatsApp group, to your friends, to your Telegram group, to your classmates. Just tap the share button and share it. Also ensure you hit the like button and like it, right? So thank you so much. And let's move to the business of the day. Let's move deeper into the business of the day. I promise you this session will not exceed an hour. Each of the times we appear, we'll be spending at most an hour, ask questions, and try to address everything that should be addressed in each of the sessions. Okay. So right now, let's go deeper into what we have to discuss. The first question we'll ask ourselves here is we're looking at web development. Okay. Okay. So think about this for a moment. Anytime you open a website, let's say you go to Jumia to shop, or you open Google, you want to search for something, or scroll through Twitter for the latest gist, or you open your Facebook app, or you open your Instagram app, or you're on YouTube, you are going through videos on YouTube, you are experiencing web development at work. Okay, all the things you see, all the images, the text, the music, the videos, they were presented to you through the craft and art of web development. Okay, so but have you ever asked yourself who builds all these websites and how do they actually work? Have you asked yourself that question? That's exactly what we are diving into today. So in this session, we will start from the is web development, view how websites come to life, and you will also learn the difference between front end, back end, and full stack development. We will explain it with everyday example. We'll try to make it as simple as possible, and so that you can relate to it, like building a restaurant. Okay, for instance, if you are building a restaurant, you are looking at a restaurant. the food and the design you see. So when you come to a restaurant, you want to order all the things you are seeing, the menu, they give you a menu card or a menu book. You look through the menu, you try to select, make a choice of what you want. Okay, that is what front end looks like. And back end is like the kitchen where the real cooking happens. Okay, so when you make an order with a menu book on your before a restaurant, the cooking happened at the back end. They've cooked it, and then they bring and dish it out to you. So the who is the full stack developer? I also have what we call the full stack. Okay, full stack is the person who can do both. Okay, they can serve you and they can cook. I seen it. So the people that can do both front end and back end are seen as. So finally, we will uncover why HTML is the building block of the web. Just like every Nigerian house starts with a block and cement, every website starts with HTML. Without it, there is no foundation. It is the foundation of every website. The same way you go to a building and let's say you have a bungalow, or let's say you have, I don't know, the best house in the world today. At the beginning stage, the foundation stage, if we are in Nigeria, for instance, they have to gate blocks, gate cement, and build the point where appreciate the beauty. Point where come to see the plastering, the painting and the design and all those stuff happen before you can appreciate the beauty. There was a building block and block. That is how it is with HTML that you use to build of a website. I've seen it. So if you look at this image we have here, have the front end development is what users see. Okay. So back end development is behind the front end. So that is what it looks like. Okay. So now this is not just another, but we are starting in this energy level. I'm just trying to make it simple for everyone to understand. Okay, this is your first step into the world of tech, a skill that can change your career, open opportunities beyond borders. Okay, as a tech person, you can stay in Nigeria, you work across the globe, you can work anywhere. All right, and maybe even help you in building the next Nigerian startup. Who knows? You can finish up this course and you want to build your own product. You want to build the next Facebook. You want to build the next Twitter. You want to build the next big thing, the next fintech. We don't. That is what we are aiming for. We want to see you guys come outside, make some very bold steps, take some very bold steps in building something really impactful and exciting in our society. So whether you are a complete beginner or just curious, join us as we demystify web development and set you on a path of becoming a creator, not just a user of the web. This is a kind of a promotion, so the rhythm has changed. Beyond being a user, become a creator. Join us as we create amazing things in the web, right? So right now, um, let's look at the next thing, the front end. Let's go deeper into understanding what front end is. We're talking about web development, we have back end, we have full stack. Let's go deeper into understanding them. I've tried to explain to you that web development is the art and the skill that brings all the facilities. Okay, is the process of creating and maintaining websites or web application. Okay, so that is what web development is. So imagine you walk into an empty plot of land. Let me give you more examples. You walk into an empty plot of land and you dream of building a house there. Okay, first you need to design the structure of the house, where the door, the windows and the room will be. Then you will bring in builders to lay the foundation, put up the walls, wire the electricity, install water system, and then finally you add the finishing touches. We do painting, furniture, decoration to make it welcoming, welcoming and usable. That's exactly what development is for the internet. The plot of land is the web. The house design is the website idea. The builders are the web developers who bring it to life. Okay, and the furnitures and paintings are the visuals and interactive parts you see and enjoy when you visit a website. So without web development, the internet would be a vast empty space with no houses. Are you seeing it? So the internet is the land. Okay, and then the buildings are in that land is are the website and the web project. Okay, so right now web development is a process of creating and maintaining websites or web application. Okay, so it involves the front end development, which is what you see, back end development, the side that you don't see, and then we also have a full stack development where we combine both front end and back end together. Are you seeing it now? So let's look at it this way, right? Imagine you walk into a brand new restaurant, for instance, in Lagos. Okay, if you walk into a restaurant in Lagos, there are so many things that you will see. Okay, when you step inside, you see the beautiful design of the space, the color on the walls, the chairs, the menus, the way food is arranged on the table. Everything is designed to catch up your eye. Are you seeing it? So, and make you feel comfortable. That's the front end. Everything you are seeing, every the visuals you are seeing is the front end. Okay, so all the things you see, all the things you touch and interact with directly on that inside that restaurant is what we call the front end. Now, behind what you can see inside the restaurant, there is the kitchen door. The chefs are sweating, you know, they are cooking the food, handling recipes, managing supplies, and making sure that everything runs smoothly so that the right meal reaches the right table. You don't see all of this. There are some persons behind the scene ensuring that your tastes are met each time you come to a restaurant. Okay, so you don't see all of this, but without it, the restaurant will function. If there is no chef behind the scene cooking, when you place your order, you won't get anything. So that's the back end. Back end are the people that do the behind the scene work that ensure that when orders are placed in the front end, there is an action that responds to it. Okay, it is the hidden but powerful system that make everything work. So in the course of the training, as you are proceeding, you will be able to understand more about front end and also appreciate back end more sometime in the future. Okay, so then imagine there is one person who knows how to decorate the restaurant beautifully and cook the meal perfectly. Someone that can double both doing, let's say, the front end and the back end. He can cook and he can serve, he can decorate, he can, paint and many other things in the restaurant. So this person can work both in behind the scene in the kitchen, that is full stack. The person can work behind the scene and outside of the in the restaurant hall. So someone who has the skill of both the front end and the back end is considered a full stack developer. Okay, so front end development deals with the user interface. When you come to a website, let's say you open Facebook, you will see the login details, you will see the Facebook logo, or you go to, let's say, softzenith.com. When you open our website, you will see our logo there. You see some content written there, some text on the website. You will see maybe a picture on the website. You see some colors. You see some videos. You see many things that are actually aesthetically fine, right? These things that you are seeing are made available by the front end. Okay, so now back end focuses on the back side of it. For instance, when you want to log into a website, you first of all you see what you see first is the front end. You see a box to type in your username and a box to type in your password and a button that you click to log in. So all these visually elements, all these physical elements you see when you open the website are made available by front end development. But after you've entered your password, you enter your username and you click, let's say, login, you would notice that something starts happening, something starts processing, and some things happen behind the scene that you don't notice. But the after effect of what happens shows you that there is an engineering behind the scene. For instance, if you enter the wrong password, it will tell you, no, you got the password wrong, which means that your password somewhere, there is something behind the scene that tracks the previous password you entered and compares it with the current password to know if they are matching. Are you seeing it? So that is what backend development does. They do the behind the scene logic, the database logic, and everything that powers the security of the website. That is what uh, the backend people do. All right. So I believe you guys are excited already. So I would like to see in the comment section, would you like to be a front end developer or a back end developer? In the next 2 minutes, I want to get your feedbacks just to be sure that you are following my explanation. Would you like to be a back-end developer or a front-end developer? Let me see it on the comment section. I need at least 2 persons responding to the comments. Are you guys there? Can I get this? Hello, can everyone hear me? Can I get a feedback? Would you like to be a back-end developer or a front-end developer? Seems nobody is responding. Okay, I will continue. I'm going to continue. That's fine. All right. So like I mentioned earlier, we also have the the full stack developer. Okay. All right. Somewhere say he wants to be a front end developer. All right, fine. Somewhere I think we'll cover everything in a justifiable way. So anyone who wants to be in front end or back end can feel happy about it. Right. So thank you so much, Samuel, for your feedback. Okay. So in full stack development is a developer. Oh, Francis said he wants to do both. That is what I'm trying to explain now for full stack. It means Francis wants to be a full stack developer. Okay. And none is more important than the other. They all complement themselves. So there's never a point where you say that a front end person is better than a back end person, a back end person is better than a front end person. They all complement each other. All right. There's no situation where one can do without the other. Right. Okay, the back end is more interesting. Wow. So it's all about personal interest. Okay. And we've had sessions in the past. So maybe you can look at our Ascent sessions when you go through the YouTube channel. You will see our live sessions on Ascend. You will see some of the amazing topics we've had there. One of them was how to start your tech career with zero experience, and we discussed how to make choices and decision on without to go to front end or go to back end. But actually, during the course of this boot camp, we are going to revisit that again. Okay, so the choice depends on uh, your personal decision. Okay, so if you are more attracted to colors, you like design. Oh, full stack. Thank you, Esther. I saw your feedback. Okay, so if you are more attracted to becoming, let's say, you love colors, you love designs, shapes, and all those stuff, then um, you would be someone who can go into front end development. All right. But if you're someone who is very logical, you like logic, complex stuffs, of not like front end can be complex sometimes. So, but back end most times we have a lot of complexities with security and the rest, configurations and so many other things. And you like mathematics a lot, you like to do behind the scene jobs, okay, logics, database manipulation, and all that. Then you can try out back end development. But if you like the two both of them, then you go for full stack, right? Okay, guys. So that's it. So full stack developer is both skilled in front end and is also both skilled in the back end. They can design user interfaces, they can handle server side logic, you know, it makes them versatile and able to build an entire application from scratch to finish. Yeah. Some full stack developers can build from scratch to finish, from the beginning to the end. They have that capacity. It takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of dedication. It takes a lot of sacrifice. right? So personally for me, at the beginning of my career, I started with front end, and after a while, I did some back end, and also I've tried full stack for some years. It was very, very stressful for me. I had to, after some years, I transitioned into becoming a a full-time backend developer. So you can still explore different areas of tech as you deem fit, and go into anyone you want to go into. We are here to guide you and to put you through. We will also have our own personal experience. I don't advise anybody to take anyone, so I'll just throw the ball before you and you make your decision yourself. Okay, so you are free. So that is it. So front end in a summary, in summary, is what you see. Back end, what makes it work, and then full stack is for the both of them, right? So right now, let me share the next slide. Okay. So this is our next slide. Okay. So here we'll be talking about understanding HTML, right? What is HTML? So, I'd mentioned before, okay, let's say, imagine you want to build a house, okay? Before you think of painting the walls, before you think of installing electricity, before you think of decorating the interiors, you first of all need bricks, right? You need cement, you need a foundation. These are the first things that you need. Without this, nothing else can stand. Every other thing can come after you've established the bricks, the walls, the foundation with cement, you built everything up. That is when you can start putting up the other things, right? So this is what HTML stands for. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Let me drop it on the chat box. Hypertext Markup Language. I'll drop it for you on the chat box so you can take note of it. And I would love you to have a note and a biro. Possibly when you come here in our live sessions, you can always feel free to write. So HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. That's the meaning. Okay. So it's to the web, right? It's like the bricks and the cement of a website. So the way you want to build a house, first of all, you set up the bricks, set up the cement before you start thinking of painting and installing electricity and so many things. There are many other things that can be done on a website, but HTML is like the foundation, is the first thing that has to happen. Without HTML, nothing else can happen. Everything starts with HTML happening first. So it is to your website what your bricks, your blocks, your cement, and the foundation is to a building. Okay. So it's like the bricks and the cement of a website. Without it, you can't have the walls, you can't have doors or structure that makes up the house. Okay, so there are other things that we also need to make your website beautiful and look fine. For instance, CSS. CSS may add the colors and styles. CSS is like paint and interior designs. That's what CSS looks like, interior designs. JavaScript may bring in the light and animations. JavaScript is like appliances, the interactivities, some beautiful appliances you put in your houses. That is what JavaScript is to a website. Okay, but HTML is what holds everything together. It is the first thing. It is the foundation. It is the basis. Okay, of all websites. Okay, you need a PDF of a lesson note, it's fine. We are going to make that available. Just make sure that you are in our Telegram session. Let me look for a Telegram link. Let me look for a link to our Telegram and send to you. So if you're not on Telegram, you may miss some of the important things that we have. So ensure you have joined our Telegram group. If you're not there, ensure you join So yeah, don't worry, we're going to share the PDF of our lessons and everything so you can go through them. But also remember that this video will not be lost. So, or you can always come back here and you can always rewatch and relive this session. Okay, so we always have the videos at the end of the session. Also, do well to share the videos when we are done. Okay, so that is what HTML does. Okay, so every web page you've ever visited, be it Facebook, YouTube, Google, Twitter, started with HTML. It is its backbone. There is no website that did not start with HTML. Every website, even if you build it with something that is not directly HTML, it will still be translated down to HTML before you can see it as in a web browser. Okay, so even the most advanced websites, they still rely on the underneath. All the fancy designs and interactive features you see start first with HTML. Okay, so HTML is the standard language. The hypertext markup language is the standard language used to create the structure of your web pages. Okay, with the illustration I gave about building a house, you should understand how important HTML is to your website. Okay, so it defines the element of a page, such as the headings, the paragraph, the links, the images, the buttons, forms, and many things. By using tags, you can tell the browser what content to display and how it should be organized. So with HTML tags, you organize the content and the display of your web page. Okay, so this is why we call HTML the building block of the web, and I believe this should have informed you, or you will know the reason why we are starting this web bootcamp with HTML, because we want to start from the grassroots before climbing to the top. There are many amazing topics that we can treat, but we've decided to start with HTML so that we can give you the beginner experience. We can carry everybody along and ensure that everybody is following what we are doing. So it's not like we can't just start from the top. We can, but we want to. This is beginner friendly. So for anybody who wants to start a web development or a tech career in 2025, this is the best place you can start. We are bringing it to the lowest level for anybody to understand, for everybody to understand and follow through. Okay, so and you are not limited with devices. Once you are starting in the next class, we're going to show you how you can follow with your laptop and also follow with your mobile phone. All right, so that is it. So preach this good news to everybody, anybody around you who wants to follow through and who wants to be among and becoming a tech person or a developer in 2025. We have a lot. Okay, yes, we are starting with the basic, and if you feel that the basic that we are starting with at this point is too small for you, just sit somewhere and wait as we climb the ladder to the more advanced part of it. We are not stopping here, we are going far, but we need to start from the base. Okay, so that is all being said. um so that's why we call HTML the building block of the website, because without it, the internet will just be an empty space with no structure or content. All right. So in short, HTML is the skeleton of every website. The skeleton, you know what we call skeleton? Is a skeleton. It gives it the shape, the foundation, and the meaning to everything else that comes on top. So before any other thing can happen, you can't paint a building that does not have like bricks, that does not have walls and skeleton. Okay, so this is what this session today is about. We have come here to introduce to you the basics, why you need to learn HTML, what HTML represents in the web development space, what web development is about, the different aspects of web development. We talked about front end, we talked about back end, talked about full stack, and we have described what the internet is. It is what the web development is to the internet, right? So, and we have also looked at the different topics that we'll be discussing in this bootcamp going forward, starting from week 1 to week 2 to week 3 and week 4. And I've promised you that at the end of the bootcamp, in the last week, we are going to be having a project session where you build a personal portfolio, a website you can be proud of, and you're going to host it online. You're going to bring it up to life and will guide you. You also have a web address that people can type and go and see your portfolio. I tell you, be proud to practice, you know, to be becoming a part of this whole class. This is what people pay for out there, but we are offering it for free. So what we want from you is to spread the good news, tell everybody around you what is happening, go on social media and spread the good news. At the end of this session, I want you to go online and tag Softzenith. We are on LinkedIn, we are on Facebook, we are on Instagram, we are everywhere. Tag us in your post, tag me in your post. My name is Prince Chisomaga. Tag me on LinkedIn, tag me everywhere, and I will see your post. Tell the world that you are learning web development under Softzenith for free. And anybody who wants to learn can feel free to join. All right. So also ensure you join our group. Yeah, also ensure you join our group on Telegram so that we can stay updated with all the information we share about this bootcamp. I'm going to drop our social media platforms so that you feel free to engage us on social media, and we'll also drop it. I'll drop our social media pages on the description of this session. At the end of the session, you will see it. Okay. So guys, if you have any question before the few minutes elapse, we're stopping by 5. I want you to drop your question and I'll quickly attend to them. If you have any question, please feel free to drop it on the comment section. Yeah, guys. Yeah, I'll be waiting for your question in the next few minutes. If there are no questions, I will end this session. So remember, we are meeting every Thursday and Tuesday. Okay, so by 4 p.m. West African time. Don't miss it. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we'll be meeting here live every week until we are done with our sessions. Okay, so tell your friends, tell your classmates, invite them to join. Anybody can join. We've not yet gone far. It is still early for everybody to come in and participate in this. All right. Okay, guys. If there are no questions, I would say bye, everyone. Take care of yourself, and we'll be dropping a post on our Telegram page. That we will also drop the PDF for this session. So we are going to drop a post. Do where to engage our post. Where to follow us across all social media. Do where to share this video as we are ending this video. Share it on your WhatsApp status. Share it in your class groups. Share it everywhere, and ensure that people come on board to learn. People come on board to watch. People come on board to see what we are doing. We just started and we have an amazing journey to go with you guys. Right? So much more people will be joining me. I'm not the only one. So many other experts will be joining us in our coming sessions. And I promise you guys, gonna be amazing. All right. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Say bye on the comment section. I also come. The Telegram group is very important because you'll be meeting your colleagues there. We already have groups created for several schools, for Unilag, for LASU, for UNN, for many other universities. They are there on our Telegram group. So when you join our Telegram group, you're going to meet your co-university uh, uh, friends, your network in the university. You're going to meet them, and when you meet them, you have conversation together. And I promise you, we will be coming live in different schools very soon. It's an announcement. So we'll be going, we're having live events in different schools very soon. So make sure that your school is properly represented on Telegram so that when we are making decision on which school to host our live events, we are likely going to choose the schools that are engaging more. All right. So ensure that your school is well represented. And if you have any person, any group that you feel like, we have our campus ambassadors across these schools. So they will be reaching out to you very soon, and we're going to be announcing all our campus ambassadors in one of our sessions in the future. All right. So we have campus ambassadors in many schools, in Uniben, in Unilag, in many other schools. There are campus ambassadors out there, right? So please do well to ensure that your campus is represented. If your campus does not have an ambassador yet, do well to show up. We have Ladoke Akintola University, we have Crawford University, we have LASU, we have many other universities currently represented. We have Uniben, we have Unilag currently represented. So please do well to ensure that your school is represented. Okay. Yes, so after the boot camp, our community still stands. Our community is not closing after boot camps, and we are not just having one a single boot camp. After this boot camp, more boot camps are coming. Also, as long as you are following with subsequent boot camps that will be coming, you are going to learn a lot. Okay. So we also have many other sessions that will be coming in this current boot camp. This is just the one. We'll be having up to 10 more, 9 more days of live sessions here on YouTube. So the journey just began. Thank you guys for joining. Take care of yourself. Share this everywhere. Like, comment, follow us, subscribe to our channel. If you have not done that, please hit the subscribe or subscription button so you'll be notified whenever we are going live. Okay, so it's important to subscribe and become part of our community. Thank you guys, and don't remember, certificates will be issued at the end of this bootcamp, and we'll be issuing our certificates based on your participation. So ensure you participate, ensure you come to Telegram to look at what we are doing. There are some more activities that will be happening. What makes up a good tech person is not just coding. There are many more other things that you'll be learning from us, networking and collaboration included. So these are things that you will learn when you join us on Telegram. Our Telegram link is there, and then I will also be dropping it later on in this video description. Thank you so much, guys. Take care of yourself. Have a nice day. Bye.